Hello friends and welcome to Reddit Review in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let's see what's been going on this week. If you like Disney Dreamlight Valley like I do, and if you want to see daily content, dream snap spirals, valley tours, inspiration for your builds, inspiration for your dream snaps, all kinds of news for Disney Dreamlight Valley, anything you can imagine, subscribe to this channel. You're gonna have a good time. Let's get right into it. Bermuda Merlin. What? No way, where? Is that like a... It looks like some kind of a convention where people dressed up as different characters. Ren Fair. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that is. Big time Dazzle Beach vibes. What? That is crazy. I wonder... Wait, so where is... Is that like a... I think it was a scene in the actual movie where in the end Merlin was like on vacation or something and he was wearing this outfit. So it's not exclusive to Disney Dreamlight Valley. This is fun. This person chose a really, really creative outfit. The weirdest thing in your valley? Oh, that's a good question. I actually want to add something like this to my valley. Some spot that has some certain significance, but that is probably going to be considered strange. But it tells a very unique story to your valley. So in this case, we got... I have a Toy Story aliens in a circle surrounding the tiny coconut LeFou from the Eternity Island DLC. It always makes me giggle. I think it's because they needed someone else to worship after they escaped the claw. Any funny Easter eggs in your biomes? This is genius. I love it. It's so simple, but every time you pass and you look at it, it probably makes you smile. Also, Simba is perfect in the shot. I have the aliens surrounding, worshipping Mike's snotty tissue. A lot of alien-related Easter eggs. I like it. I have them circling on bonfire in Forest of Valor. What? Aliens are taking over the entire Disney Dreamlight Valley. So many people have them in their builds. That is amazing. Okay, this is kind of insane. They're summoning a geyser. Wait a second. So the hole can spawn on top of the fountain tile? This is actually incredibly creative. Guys, do you have an alien circle in your valley? And if you do, what are they summoning / worshipping? This is hilarious. We got Lilith Cozy Haven, the Harvest Table. Let's take a look. Oh, that is a very interesting aesthetic. That Touch of Magic rug is... What? That... Oh my god! That is probably one of the most perfect combos of Touch of Magic rug. That looks so natural. I would actually pay for a rug like this. This is probably one of the best indoor builds I've ever seen. The way you incorporated the staircase... Oh, this is stunning. The columns fit this rug so well. Your Touch of Magic talent is absolutely mind-blowing. The way you arrange the tables, too, and the columns on the sides, the windows... It just looks like a mansion. Like a very fancy mansion, old-fashioned style with... Once again, the rug is just... absolute perfection. The rug just brings everything together. It's that final touch that just makes this shot perfect. This is one of my favorite indoor builds I've ever seen. Look at Coziest Cat with a flower storage room. I have seen... It's probably one of the most popular storage rooms that people build. There is like massive storage systems that have multiple rooms for different kinds of items. But I feel like the flower storage room is like the first... and most important storage room people make. I love how these chests are positioned like at an angle a little bit. It's just such a creative idea, and the way it fits around this table, and you can see exactly which flowers are in each. It's a pretty minimalist design, but it's also so over the top, but like in a good way. It looks like a museum of flowers, not like a storage, but like a museum, and I absolutely love the vibe. There is so many different ways you can make storage. You can make it indoors, you can make it outdoors, floating islands. Each location has its benefits. Indoor, definitely, in my opinion, the best advantage is just how you can make each room its specific style. It's much harder to separate areas outdoor to have different theme, but indoor, if you want to make a flower room, you can. But if you want to make a flower storage outside, it's like... I made my whole storage system that has 8 different areas in one floating island, and it was so hard to find a way to connect them together and make sure that each of them feels like an individual area that's separate from each other. Indoor, that's not a problem, and it just allows for incredible builds like this. Absolutely stunning. Gamer Kitty, love that username. We got a Gamer Kitty ourselves right here. Zero regrets. That is so cool. Is that a dream snap? Is that why there are motifs here? That's actually a cool idea to have a Oogie Boogie coming out of the castle. And Screw, I just noticed this. Oh my god, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. No! This is also kind of sad. Scrooge just jumping up the bridge. That's how much people hate him, because he doesn't give us new items. Just go jump off the bridge, Scrooge. I hope there's definitely water down there. He'll be fine. He's just gonna have to take some time off from his shop to dry. But that's it. He'll be fine. It seems like a lot of people didn't realize that this was a castle skin and not a house skin. I don't remember exactly how the premium shop listing looked, but I feel like it was kind of pretty obvious. I guess they should really make the description more clear that this is a castle skin, like to make it like a big disclaimer, just to make sure that everybody understands it's not a house skin. Does anybody else miss when the characters used to sleep? Why on earth would I miss that? That made it so much more difficult to do quests, or to just gift them, or be able to find them anytime you want. I mean, to be fair, it's still pretty hard to find them sometimes. When it says they're inside their house, you enter the house, the character is not there. But at least I know that at any point, if I want to play right now, I'll be able to get the character at least somewhere. But yeah, I don't miss it at all. I am curious to see. I know it's kind of weird, and that many people might disagree, since sometimes it kept them from gifting gifts or completing missions, exactly. But having the characters sleep in their homes gave a feeling of, I don't know, realism, simulation, and the sense that the characters were actually alive. What do you think? So, I feel like this kind of system works in games like Stardew Valley and similar games where the days actually last not a full in real life day. For example, in Stardew Valley, the day is like maybe 30 minutes. So this means that if the character goes to sleep, it's not going to be for hours. It's going to be just for a couple of minutes during in-game day. So if you have like an hour play session, you will still be able to talk to everybody. In Disney Dreamlight Valley, however, I feel like it doesn't work because all characters have set schedules. So each character has a certain hours from which he sleeps. And if those hours, a lot of people, when they play Disney Dreamlight Valley, they have just a certain period of time to play. For example, in the evening from 6 to 8, just as an example. And during that time, they will always miss specific characters that have that specific window to sleep. So because Disney Dreamlight Valley's days are synced to real life days, it just doesn't work with this kind of game. Some people will not be able to meet specific characters ever, and that kind of ruins it. So I think that's the reason they removed it. If the days weren't linked to in-game days, if each day lasted, let's say, 30 minutes or even an hour, some characters sleeping during some of that period would not matter as much. But I feel like the way Disney Dreamlight Valley works, it's more of a game where you enjoy your time outside. It's the game where you don't just like try to do as much as possible during the day, make resources, and then wait for the next day like Stardew Valley. It has completely different pacing. So for Disney Dreamlight Valley, I think being synced to real days is the right choice, and it creates much more realism and immersion, and you feel like you're living in the valley, and the valley is just another place that exists, almost like in real world, that you can visit and hang out with characters. So for that reason, I'm glad they got rid of sleeping. But let's see what people have to say. Was it cute? Did I enjoy it? Yes. Was it annoying as a late night player? Also yes, since it meant I couldn't actually play with the characters unless I had a day off. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. If I wish there had been an option to wake up sleeping characters by talking to them, then the sleeping function could have stayed. I agree. I think Palia does it. Even if the character is sleeping, you can come to their house and knock on their door, and they're going to respond to you, but they're not going to let you in the house. So it's like you just talk to the character, you can still do quests, you can still do gifts if you have something to do in this particular moment, but the characters are just out. But then again, Palia days are also not full-time days, so it would work much better with that game. Unfortunately, with full real-life days, it's just not possible. Just barging my way in. Villagers, when I come into their home at 1 a.m. to give them gifts. I don't know how this happens on Reddit all the time, but so many times there's very similar posts on a very niche topic become popular during the same week. So it's kind of funny how we got 2 posts about characters sleeping in a row in the top voted post this week. Reddit, you're funny sometimes. Can we expand the zones a bit so houses will actually fit? What houses? Let's see. There is no explanation, so I'm gonna guess that this person wants to make the biomes bigger. I mean, I will totally agree with the beach. It's really hard to fit pretty much anything in this area, but overall, I feel like if they make biomes bigger, it's just gonna make things worse for one reason and one reason only: item limit. Making biomes bigger only works if you add more items. If they were to expand, like, I would love to have bigger biomes if they double our item limit. So double our item limit and then increase the biome sizes, let's say, by 30%. This way, I think it's going to be the best of both worlds. Also, they need to be careful extending the biomes, because some people have fully decorated valleys. And if the biome suddenly gains a bunch of empty space on one side, it might kind of ruin their designs. I mean, sure, they can fix it, but some people might not actually like that. So I feel like this would be a very controversial feature, and that's exactly why we're getting floating islands, which are completely separate, also have their own item limit. So it kind of solves both problems. It gives people who need more space to decorate, gives them more space, and also does not overload the existing valley, because a lot of people, especially people on older consoles or Switch, they can only have 3,000 items. So giving them more space to decorate is not going to help them. It's just going to make it more daunting to stretch those 3,000 limits to even bigger space. I have 6,000 limit, and I still don't think I have enough to finish my entire valley. So one day, I hope they figure it out, and I hope they find a way to double our item limit, and then we can talk expansion. How did I never notice? Okay, let's see. Interesting. I was in Eternity Isle decorating and went to houses and saw that I can end Wally's farm. Oh, okay, yeah, it was just added in the last update, so you didn't know this because it didn't exist, but now I haven't even thought about it. If you place Wally's Garden on other DLCs, it's just gonna grow random crops from those DLCs. That literally eliminates the need to have a farm for all the crops. You can literally just have 3 Wally's Gardens in all DLCs and the main valley, and just harvest it every day and put it in a chest, and you're gonna have all the crops for any recipes you might need or any gifts that you might need in the future. So yeah, that was a very, very great change by Gameloft. Oh, bother. Oh, that is an iconic moment. Just putting it out there, when they do add 100-acre woods realm, I truly hope it begins with Pooh stuck in the door. That would be perfect, because we did have Pumbaa stuck in a tree, so it would make sense if we have Pooh stuck in a rabbit's hole. If only I could put the boutique right up snug against Scrooge. Instead, I'm stuck with an ugly gap. Okay, so there are solutions for this. There is lots of solutions for this. I can show you the way I did it in my valley. I actually have exactly the same design. I have Daisy Store in a corner, and then I have Scrooge Shop close to it. First of all, it's much better. It fits much better if you rotate the shop, so it has like the door is facing forward, because this building, I feel like, was designed to be a corner building. So if you place it like this, it's going to be much easier to fit. And you can also use restaurant as a third building. Anyway, let me load up the game and show. So this is how I have it set up. I have Daisy's shop in the corner, and then I have both Scrooge and Remy's restaurant on the sides. This way, there is still a gap. You can't really get closer, but I feel like this gap works much better, because if you are like slightly at an angle, you can't even see the gap. You would actually see the mannequin with the dress. So it works really well masking that gap this way. But also, you can put these columns on the sides, and then put something that's one square on this column. You could put like a giant foliage vase. You can put basically almost anything here. I think if you want to really cover, you could put columns. Well, actually, I don't think you can put columns. I think you can only put shorter items. But you could put this one. Actually, don't have it in my inventory right now. It's basically a vase that looks kind of like this one. Kind of like looks like tall potted plant. But it's not this one exactly. But it looks similar, and it's only 2x2 square, so it would fit on top of this. Actually, how come I don't have it? I want to get it. Oh yeah, this one. Potted tropical plant. So this is a beautiful item that is huge, considering how small its footprint is. And you can stick it on top of this. I kind of prefer this one because it matches the gold of the screw. Oh, never mind. It doesn't go. Anyway, you could just put it on the corner here to block it as well. It doesn't have to go in a column. But I do like this setup. I feel like it fits, and it makes it look even fancier. And this corner setup is just so space efficient, and it gives you access to all of these 3 buildings that you need pretty much all the time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We actually discovered that there are people who miss characters sleeping in the game, which is pretty cool. I think it's a good mechanic. I agree. It feels more realistic, and but I just feel it just doesn't work with the way Disney Dreamlight Valley is set up. It definitely works really good in other games when it can be utilized as a game mechanic, where it limits certain times where each character is accessible, so you can plan your time better. But if it's linked to real life schedule, it just doesn't work. You just if you only play during certain period, you're never gonna meet certain villagers, which is unfortunate. We've seen some incredible designs. Yeah, 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks now, until the DLC comes out. Excited. See you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and take care.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh, hello.
Are you seeing this?
Oh,